in the middle of a jail call and I get into a car accident. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? What's up, y'all? It's your girl and I'm back at it again with another video. Before we get into this video, this don't mind the fan, y'all. It's hot. It's hot and I can't turn this fan off, y'all. It's hot. But anyway, in today's video is going to be my car accident story time. When I first posted my eye on TikTok, you guys were like, yo, who did it and why? Like, y'all was really on my body about what happened to my eye. So today I'm going to let y'all know what happened. And a car did it. Nah, let me be serious though, because let me be serious because this is a serious matter, but for real. So I remember this day like it was the back of my hand because I thought I had work this day and I was mad because my school was having a little basketball game and I wanted to go with my cousins because I'm always at work. They're always at work and they had off that day and I'm like, yo, I think I worked that day. But turns out I didn't have work because halfway through the day, my cousin like, yo, see if you got work because we trying to slide to this game or whatever. So I'm like, I got you. I'm going to see if, you feel me, if I'm off. So I check and I'm off. So I'm like, cool. It's straight. We Gucci. We ain't out like somewhere, We Gucci in a coochie. So yeah, so I check and I make sure I'm off or whatever. And so the game didn't start until 5 or 6 o'clock. And we got out of school at 2. So we like, we're going to go to my house. We're going to smoke some and we're going to chill until it's time for the game. So boom, we all end up leaving together to go to my house because my sister and my cousin's sisters, they did cheerleading together. So as we was leaving the school, they was going into the school for cheerleading practice. So boom, so we gonna go to my house, smoke something, like I just said, whatever the case may be. Jesus. So we finally got to the car and we maybe we was probably driving for like 5 minutes. Ding 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 ding. I get a jail call. So I'm like, oh, turn down the music. I'm like, turn down the music, cause this is my childhood friend. He had got locked up years ago and we always kept in contact. So he called me and he was trying to help me set up the video chat and the text message thing, so he wouldn't have to call me all the time. I could either video chat him or we could text and stuff or whatever. So boom, I'm on the phone for like 10 minutes, not even. I goes to look down at my phone for like 5 to 10 seconds. Mind y'all, I look up and down like I'm the one driving. Like, I swear to God, I can't. If I'm in the car, I can't look at my phone for too long. I have to look up and make sure, everything around me is good or whatever. So I goes to look up, and this lady is dead smack on her phone. Because, we look up pretty much at the same time. I look up, but she's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. I'm not driving. My grandma's driving. My 2 cousins in the back seat. So I look up, we look up at the same time, but she looking up from her phone, driving, turning. I look up, boom. We just when I'm recording a video. I really hate when people call me when I'm recording a video. But anyway, we just dead smack. Boom. And I'm like, yo, I think I blacked out for a minute because when I got back up, I smelled smoke. So I'm like, yo, I smell smoke. So I finally realized yo, we just got hit. So I'm like, yo, we gotta get out this car before it blow up. Cause the first thing I think with car accidents is the bitch gonna blow up or catch on fire or something. So I'm like, yo, we gotta get out this car. So I get out, I unstrap my seatbelt and I unstrap my grandma's seatbelt. Get out the car. I'm in the middle of the street, mind you, because we got hit dead in the middle of downtown. Dead smack in the middle of downtown. So I get out the car, but it's still cars trying to make their way through. So these strangers come and grab me and my cousin out the street because we still our mind is everywhere. We just got in an accident. So the strangers grab us and I look up and I just see my grandma rubbing her knees by the car. I'm like, y'all, don't worry about me because I'm a gangster. I'm Mara Brazy. I'm gangster to the core. You feel me? But mind y'all, I couldn't see the whole time. I could see because of this eye, but I could tell my eye was shut or whatever. So I'm like, don't worry about me. Can y'all go get my grandma? She got to get away from that car. I don't know if it's going to blow up. I don't know what's going to happen next. So boom, they let me be. I'm standing on a little fire hose thing or whatever. And they go get my grandma and they pick her up like a baby across the street. And I see my other cousin going over there to my grandma. So but my cousin knees was hurt, the tall cousin. So she got one arm, I got the other arm, and we bopping it across the street. So we finally get over there and we get out the street. So I call my mom and I'm like, Mom, we got hit. We're in the middle of downtown and we need you, So she hung up. She's like, okay, I'm coming. I'm calling your dad and I'm coming. Boom, hang up. I call my aunts. They my best friends, my twin aunts. So I call them. I'm like, yo, we just got into a car accident. I'm scared. I can't see. My eye is shut. I don't know what's going on. And then the ambulance came. They like, let me check your teeth. I'm like, bro, fuck my teeth. My eye, I can't see. Mind you, I didn't have my glasses on there. I had lashes on. So my cousin like, take your lashes off, cousin. Cause like my eye was shut, but the lash was still inside my eye because it was a strip. So she like, cousin, take your lash off. Take it off or whatever. And they like, let me see your teeth. I'm not even thinking about my teeth. They like, we trying to make sure you ain't lose no teeth. So I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'm trying to figure out why the fuck they in my mouth and my eyeball is shut. My eyeball is shut. Can you see? Anyway, so they finally, the ambulance finally came, and me and my 3 cousins, we all got into the same ambulance. Oh yeah, my aunt came and she had my baby cousin, and it was still like around that the time where the weather was still like a little windy, but it wasn't like cold, but it was a newborn baby. So I took off my jacket and gave her the cover to wrap my nephew up in, or my little cousin up in. So then me and my cousins, we finally get onto the ambulance. We get on the ambulance. I'm crying. I had to leave my mom and stuff. I'm not crying because I'm in pain. Well, I was because of my eye. But I'm like, yo, like, today was going. I felt so good that day. And like the whole day just flipped. And I'm like, yo, I was so happy that day. Like, I don't know what happened, but we finally get into the ambulance. My tall cousin, she in a stretcher. Every bump, we moaning and groaning like, ugh. Sorry, got a low battery. We moaning and groaning like, ouch. Mind you, I wasn't really in that much pain until like I calmed down. I finally got a chance to calm down and breathe, or whatever the case was. Still calling me, but I got time to breathe, or whatever the case was. And we finally got to the ambulance. They're like, you got to stand up now. We got to get y'all in there. I went to stand up, y'all. I literally almost collapsed to my knees. It felt like I was getting stabbed or punctured in my hip. Like, y'all, I felt like I literally felt like I just got hip surgery and I had to walk again. Like, I was in so much pain, so they had to like pick me up and put me in a wheelchair or whatever. But mind y'all, I'm still, like, it hurt, y'all. Like, even though I wasn't moving, it was still hurting. So I'm like, yo, something is not right. Like, my hip, I'm like, Mom, no, something's not right. Who am I getting there? I had to go to this where it get crazy, because, mind y'all, I had to go to the bathroom. I could not stand up. My aunt and my mom, this is so embarrassing, but my aunt and my mom literally had to like lift my butt up and put a bowl, the little toilet bowls underneath my butt so I could use the restroom, because my hip was hurting that bad. I was so happy I wasn't on my monthly or something, because y'all, that would have been disgusting. But y'all, yeah, so eventually they did a scan on my neck, or whatever the case was. They did a scan on my hip and everything was good. Nothing was fractured or nothing. So we was in the hospital. They gave me some drugs, and y'all, I was in there hot as hell. I was in there woozing and goozing and boozing. I was in there feeling nice, even though I was in pain and I was scared for my life. I'm like, yo, my dad had just got that car, like, literally. Because my dad was in an accident. It was too much. But y'all, pretty much, yeah, so we was there for a little bit. After we was there, we got checked out or whatever, and I ended up leaving that night. I was there until like that night. I didn't stay the night or nothing. They gave me crunches or whatever. I got sent back home. I went home. I was still in pain. I got in the shower. I smoked. I took some pain medicine, and y'all, I was out like at night. Then the next morning, I called my cousins and I checked on them. They were good or whatever the case was. And, you know, we just prayed. We prayed together on the phone that, you know, everybody was good. My grandma was fine. She was in the hospital a little bit longer than us, though, because something was really wrong with her knees and her back. So, but she was okay too. Everybody was fine. The car got totaled, you know. That car is gone. My dad got another new car, and yeah. Y'all can see my eye is okay. I could wear lashes now. I wear my glasses, but I don't have them on because I don't like the reflection on the ring light. But yes, my eye is okay now. I'll put all the pictures and all the videos and all that good stuff in here. But y'all, all I can say is expect the unexpected, because my day was going so freaking. The moral of the story is to expect the unexpected. Your day could be going so good. You could be living your best time, and it could just flip with a blink of an eye, literally. With the type of a message, it could be flipped. But y'all, all of us is okay now. We're good. My grandma's fine. I'm fine. As you guys can see, my eye is okay. I had the most injuries, me and my grandma, because we was in the front. But my eye really had the most injuries. What was wrong with my eye was I had a cut. I think they called it abrasion or something like that. But I had like pretty much a little cut on my eye. It either came from my nail, because my nail was broke, or it came from my phone. But pretty much, let me tell y'all what this boy said when I called him back, when he finally called me back after the accident. So he like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, mind y'all. I was still in the hospital when he called me back. It wasn't even like an hour later. It was probably like maybe 40 to 35 minutes or something like that. So he called me back. He like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I got into an accident. He like, yo, I knew I wasn't tripping. He like, we was on the phone, we was talking, and all he heard was like a cat. He said he heard a cat, but I'm pretty much, he heard like skirt or something like that. He said he heard a cat, and he was on the phone like, yo, you got a cat. And then he said he heard me yelling, and he got scared, so he hung up. Like, can y'all imagine that, being on the phone with somebody and they get into a car accident on the phone with you? Like, I couldn't imagine like what, like, he was like, I just can't, I can't imagine that. But y'all, I just want to say, expect the unexpected. Thank God every day. I'm so happy that God had me and my cousins and my grandma. He was watching. He knew. And everybody keep telling me I manifested it, because y'all, I started driving and my biggest fear was getting into a car accident. And now that it happened, I'm not scared to get into a car accident anymore. Like, I'm scared because I don't want to lose no teeth or lose my eyeball again. But like, I'm not scared. And I'm not going to lie, I really do think I manifest that, because every day I would say, yo, I hope I never get into a car accident. Like, that's my biggest fear. I hope nobody I know gets into a car accident. And it happened to me. So God was trying to tell me, like, girl, it's not that deep. Like, I don't know if it was him or it was him down there. But somebody was trying to teach me a lesson that I did not need to be scared of a car accident, or pretty much God, you feel me? I had to get over that fear of car accidents. And that's that. So now I'm barely on my phone in the front seat anymore. And now that I'm starting driving, I pay attention to what other people are doing in their car before I proceed my route. And I just want everybody to be safe on these roads, because people are crazy. It's drunk drivers, high drivers, intoxicated drivers. We just got to be safe. Us young, new drivers, we just have to be safe and take our time. And even the older people who've been driving for years, because my grandma been driving before I was even born. So, and it wasn't her fault. So things just happen. And sometimes you have enough time to react, or sometimes you don't. And it just is what it is. So I'm happy I finally got this story time over with. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys come back for more. And like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell so y'all know every time I post. Yeah, stay tuned on my other social medias. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all that. I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay happy, stay blessed.